Hey everybody, it's Josh here, coming to you from my new workspace. It's been probably about 3 weeks since the last time I was able to get a vlog out to you all. Last time was because of technical difficulties, but the last 3 weeks, the reason why we've missed the last 2 vlog posts is really because we've been dealing with a lot of sickness in the house, including me. I was down for the count for a while there. Ivy was, I think I mentioned before in the vlog that she had gotten sick, and we've just been really drawn out from this whole process. So we'll get into what's been going on here in just a minute, but make a long story short, it's been a really rough few weeks on us. So if you want to backtrack just a little bit, the last video we put out was the first 2 weeks of April. So this vlog is actually going to complete the month of April and roll us over into the first little bit here of May. So if you go back the last video at the end, I mentioned that the kids at Hebron there in Appomattox had actually colored some pictures and wrote us letters and things. So we as a family actually sat down and wrote some letters back to the kids and responded to what they had to say and just talked to them, and hopefully let those kids know, we're real people. We're not, super Christians. We're not out here doing something crazy. We're just doing what God tells each one of us to do, and that is to go and to make disciples of all nations. And so on Monday the 16th, Nathaniel and I got on our bicycles and we rode into town there, and we took all the letters and stuff that we had drawn and written up for them and sent them back to the kids at Hebron, just to touch base with them, to build that relationship with them. Then on that was Thursday the 16th of April. On the 17th, which was that Friday, we actually went to marriage night at Jezreel Iglesia. Got some of the parents there in the church together and just spend time together. Got to know each other, spend time together. It was, I think, 4 couples, 5 couples, and we had a lot of fun. Then on the 23rd, for those of you who've been around us, you know that Christine, if you've been on our Facebook pages and stuff, you've seen Christine just turned 12 on the 30th of April. Now, I'm sure you're wondering why I'm bringing it up on the 30th when I'm talking about the 23rd. Well, Patricia and I were both so excited that we couldn't wait any longer. Christine knew what she wanted for her birthday, so we got in the car and we went and we bought her birthday present, which is a guinea pig. Ever since then, most every day she's picked it up and played with it and cuddled with it, and I think it is probably the most loved guinea pig on the face of the planet. But that night, Nathaniel and I met with a young man named Markel. He's had our first discipleship meeting. He isn't somebody I met through Denzel, through baby brother, but he's a young guy, came out here for the military. He's out of the military now, and we're just spending time discussing what it means to be godly men. Then on the 24th, Christine had her homeschooling field trip. We tried for weeks to do this, but because we're in a city, El Paso has a very robust bus system. So we actually got on the bus, just spent a lot of time together, just as Patricia and Nathaniel and Christine and I, and just it's kind of like a geography field trip, how you can travel throughout the thing and see the culture really here in El Paso, and the people just going about their everyday lives. But when we got back, it was really rough because I started feeling ill. So I spent the better part of 5 days being sick. So I was not doing well. We had to cancel dinner plans earlier in the week because I felt so horrible. But for the better part of 5 days, Patricia, she did a lot of the work, just getting us over here. And so she actually took it upon herself to record a short video.
Hey guys, just wanted to go ahead and make a quick short video. I am currently out on this beautiful trail, which is pretty cool. It's about 4 miles altogether. So just out here by myself praying. We've been very sick and underneath the weather. I don't know if anybody really knows, but El Paso is really polluted and it's horrible pollen. So it takes a little bit to adjust, We thought we came in real strong. We thought we were gonna do real well. We were like, oh my goodness, week 2 came. We were like, we feel nothing, we feel good, we feel vibrant, and then all of a sudden it took us out. So if you guys could just say a prayer. We've been on and off to church for the past 2 weeks, so it's been a little bit discouraging, but you know, we get our letters from the people who keep up with us, and just the encouraging text and just the love that we keep being shown, and that's what keeps us going and helps us focus on why we're really here. But just say a prayer. I am going to go ahead and turn my bike on, and I will video record a couple seconds of me riding, because this is the coolest thing, and I love coming out here through the desert. I should have got an e-bike long time ago. I absolutely love it. It's so much fun. And they have these paths all over El Paso. So it makes it super easy to commute. But of course, you know, if you're going long distance, e-bike is not really sufficient enough to do that. But it gets us from A to B around here. And then we just have the car to get around if we need to go further. So I just wanted to show you guys this. Pretty cool. Lots of sand, lots of flat. Well, we love you guys. And let me go ahead and stop this vehicle. Stop this e-bike, I mean. We love you guys. Again, sorry we haven't been updating everybody like we should have, but we are just so thankful for all of you. And we will go ahead and touch base soon. Bye.
So as you can see, I mean, it's just the bike paths and the things we can do out here. It's just a really cool setup. How back home we couldn't do that. We couldn't go and just ride our bikes, you know, get someplace and do something. I know we've mentioned it many times how cool the bike paths are out here, but you know, we found that bike path, and she was able to go out there and just spend some time by herself, you know, praying and clearing her head from all the chaos that was going on. So of course, Friday, May 1st, we officially moved in. That was last Friday. So Saturday was a lot of that getting set up. It was the first time I really felt good in over a week, really, was Saturday. But then we went to church on Sunday, and I came home and went to bed pretty quick because I had a really big day on Monday. I got up at 2 o'clock Monday morning, and Denzel came and picked me up at, I don't know, 10 minutes to 3 or so, and by 3:30 we were on the road. I was driving a U-Haul truck, and he was driving his car, and we moved them across the state. I drove for over 12 hours to get to Dallas. Then I helped them unload the U-Haul truck. But then that night at 7 o'clock Central Time in Dallas, I got on a Greyhound bus. You should see a couple pictures now from that trip. It was the first time in my life I've ever ridden a Greyhound bus. But like, I saw this really close, one of the stops where they dropped somebody off. That was there in Arlington, Texas. So for you Cowboys fans, you should actually see the AT&T Stadium. It's not clear, but you can see it right there at 7-Eleven where we dropped somebody off at. So I rode from 7 p.m. Central Time, which would be 6 p.m. Mountain Time, until 6 a.m. Mountain Time here in El Paso. So it's 12 hours back to El Paso on Tuesday morning. Today, as I record this, it's Wednesday. So I'm still physically drained from having driven an absurd distance on Monday and into Tuesday morning. So, but we finally got all said and done. We're pretty well settled in here. And then next week we plan to spend the rest of this week just kind of getting, rested. It's been so draining that we just need rest. So I'm going to finish this week out resting, trying to get caught up. But then next week we're going to get back into the missional task of going on our prayer cycling and all those things. So, but down in the description below, there is a link. There will be a link to our most recent email update. If you're not subscribed to our email list, please, if you click that link, go visit our website with that email list update. Please go ahead and give us your email so we can get you subscribed to that. If you want to support us financially, of course, as always, you can click the link on to Zephy to support us financially. realistically, if 400 people were to give $20 a month, then we would be fully funded. So we could actually operate the entire first year of our church plant off. That includes my salary. So if you want to support us in that way, please go to Zephy. If you're not subscribed to this channel, subscribe, hit the bell icon, get notified whenever we make an upload. I intend to get more stuff coming out, probably start getting Nathan to make some shorts and stuff. I might do some teaching, educational style stuff, like explaining what is family integrated ministry? Why is it important? What does it mean to reclaim the Reformed Baptist tradition? Why did we need to come across the country to plant a Reformed Baptist church? Things of that nature, just kind of like little short clips and stuff like that. So, but thank you all so much for supporting, how you prayed for us, how you loved on us. We appreciate it more than we could possibly say. And as in all things, we're going to close this out by saying all glory to God. It's one of the 5 pillars of the Protestant Reformation, soli Deo Gloria. So glory only to God. So again, thank you all so much for watching, and we'll see you hopefully back on track next week, get weekly vlogs updated again. So thank you so much. Bye.